Hello, beautiful people. This is Maricia Anglade with giving you the tea on everything healthy. Today's topic is going to be about fibroids, how you can shrink it, how you can be relieved of those painful cycles that you have every month only because of the fibroid situation. Well, you probably already know the juice of all the complication that comes with fibroids, heavy cycles, very bad menstrual pains that you can have, the discomfort for sex, the stomach that looks like you're carrying a child for some people, just all the things that come with having fibroids. Well, I have some good news. As someone that also have fibroids, I started making some changes in my diet. I saw some relief, but it wasn't consistent. So I was doing my research and I found more information, but something was missing. So I prayed. I prayed for more information. And so I spoke to a girlfriend of mine that's in the same line of work that I do, that helps people with health. She gave me just some things that I was missing was the quantity. So I had the products, I had the things that I needed to buy, I had the material, I had the items, but the quantity was missing. So I'm going to share with you the whole package now of what has been helping me shrink my fibroids as well as get rid of those pain and discomfort. Now here's a testimony before I get into the meat of why you're listening to this video. So I didn't know I had fibroids until I was about 38. I started having some complication when I was about 32. And fibroids is something that runs in my family. My mother had it in that era where they just got rid of everything. She had children, so I guess it was okay for her just to get rid of her uterus. Okay. And so fast forward, never thought that I would have it because I was eating healthy. By the time, by age 29, I became a vegan, but I guess the damage was already done. So I changed my diet. I didn't know what I'm about to tell you now, that it wasn't just my diet that I had to change as relates to just eating healthier, even though I'm a vegan, but also what I put on my body. So I have another video about what we put on our body can actually affect our hormones. So I was removing things from my diet, but my hair products, I didn't use lotion, so that wasn't a problem, but my hair products carried paraben that affects your hormones. So that was defeating the purpose of what I was trying to do. Go figure. So anything that has paraben, that's part of the thing that you need to do. Get rid of it from your lotions, your soap, as well as your hair products and even your detergent. Try to go with something more natural. Find out how you can do it yourself. Things that you can probably, do DIY. Everybody's on that. Go and learn and do. Okay. And so here are some of the benefits I got from what I'm about to share with you. The benefits are that as a result of doing this for several months, I can feel my fibroids shrinking. Now, my friend who does the same thing I do, that did this, her fibroids when she went back to the doctor was completely gone. She went after a year, and it is said that you can probably go after 6 months, but a year's after she went to the doctor of doing this, and she was diagnosed with no more fibroids, with not even any trace of fibroids. Now, what makes this works? Faith. Faith in doing what it is that you need to do for your overall health. It's praying, it's believing that God can heal you and using the remedies that he put in place to heal you. So I believe putting those things as exercise, sleep, and drinking plenty of water, changing your diet to eating more whole foods, a plant-based diet, as well as getting sunlight and fresh air and having a balanced life, as well as natural remedies will help bringing the healing. And these are the benefits I got as a result. The discomfort in having sex, no longer. I was so happy about that. I'm married, so I can talk about that. It was painful. You just didn't have the desire to have sex when you have fibroids because you just think about the pain. So as a result of doing this, even after 1 month, I felt no pain. It was beautiful. And one thing also that can happen, you get really dry. You don't easily, for some women, to get wet. Okay, I'm being just honest with you. And so that's another reason it makes it painful. And what is the blessing is that I found, because I guess my hormones were balancing, that as a result of what I'm going to share with you from the regimen, that I was able to get wet on my own. We didn't have to do a long foreplay. for me to get wet. It was, okay, I'm ready, let's get it. And then so I'm the one, because of this also, the other benefit was that I became the one that was more horny and ready to get it. So these were some of the benefits for me. That was a blessing in doing this. And also when it came time for my cycle, no pain. Just a small discomfort, but that's because maybe I slack sometimes, but very little pain, very little. I'm talking about very little. Fatigue, I had very bad fatigue. For the second and third month, the fatigue became less and less and less. So these are some of the benefits that I gained within 3 months of doing the regimen. So if you think I'm talking too much, you're going to fast forward this video and get to the meat of the matter. So here's the meat of what you need to do. And I'm going to share each product that I have been using and the quantity of what you'll need to have. So this is the tea. Okay, this is a tea. I have some that I'm going to have to remake, but this is the tea that I had made earlier today. This is Chase Tree Berry Vitex. And I'll put the description below, and you can get it at a health food store. Google where you can get it. I got the bulk. Stick to the bulk and not the caps, so you can get the best benefit from it. So this is Chase Tree. This actually helps with shrinking your fibroids. This right here, and it also play a role of getting you pregnant if that's what you want. So Chase Tree Berry and Vitex. That's what they call it. Chase Tree Berry Vitex. Now that's that. Now, you need water to make the tea, right? So I'm just sharing with you all the things that I'm using. But you're going to need more water than this, okay? And the next thing you're going to need is this right here. You get with any company. This is a progesterone cream that you can use also on your body to balance your hormones. So this is another thing that helps with shrinking the fibroids. I just went with this company, but you can also Google, read the ingredients. I'm big on very little ingredients and ingredients that I can understand. Okay, so this is one. I'm not getting paid. I wish I was, because then I probably would do this full time and do videos for you. But also the lemon and the Blackstrap molasses, which will be used together, and castor oil that you'll use on your body. And I had the towel here, and I don't know. Oh, there it goes. And so this is a towel. You can actually just place the castor oil on your towel and use a heating pad on that. So we'll talk about that. And so this also what you'll be needing. And the coconut oil is what I use for my lotion, just to show that just use this as your lotion, or olive oil on your skin for your lotion, so you're not using at least lotions that have paraben on there. I do have a video on how to make your own gel, a flaxseed gel, and so that you don't have to use the gels in the stores. And so many other people have videos on that you can learn more. So now, what is the quantity that you need in putting this together? So grab your pen and your paper, and I'll give you a second to get that as I get mine, that I make sure I listed everything so I don't miss a beat. And so are you ready? You ready? Okay, now listen to this. Pray to our Father, our God, to heal you, and ask him to bless all your efforts, because I'm showing you this is also your diet and how your stress level that can also affect your body. Okay, so always pray that God does the healing. Okay, now here it is. One moment, I got a text message. I know this is a little, I had to take that out. This is ghetto, right? My husband just texted me because he went to the dentist to get his wisdom tooth pulled. And before going, I normally go everywhere with him, and I wanted to be there. He told me it was going to be 2 hours, but I had some things to do. I'm sorry. I know you want to hear about this, but I'm just going to share this with you. And I prayed. See, I believe in prayer. And we prayed that it was supposed to be a 2 hour procedure. And we prayed that God just take over the doctor's hand and minister the surgery of taking his wisdom tooth out, and let it be done 10 times less the time that they predicted. And that it wasn't the doctor doing the surgery, God touching his hand to do the surgery on him. This is how we are supposed to treat health, asking God and believing in God to do it, believing in his word that he is a healer, he is the chief physician. And he just texted me, mind you, I spoke to my husband about 10 minutes ago. So God is good. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Just pray. Pray, believe God. I was trying to do a lot of things on my own because of what I already know and all the research I could do on myself, but I was still missing things. And it wasn't until I prayed that God was able to allow me to do some research and found that, and then he pressed upon my heart to call my friend. And so not knowing that she too had fibroids, and she was able to get it eliminated by doing some of the things I'm going to share with you today. So the first thing you need, you're going to need a cup of chase tree berry. Okay, 1 cup of this. And I have to warn you, this stuff is nasty. Nasty. But praise God, it's good that it can heal my body. But it is disgusting. Just the smell of it made me want to throw up. And I'm just being honest with you, and I'm just being real with you, okay? So you need 1 cup of this. Just thinking about it makes me like, but 1 cup of this. So you're going to measure 1 cup of this. And what you're going to need is 4 cups of water. So you're going to boil the 4 cups of water. I'm not demonstrating it physically, but 4 cups of water. Okay, make sure it's 4 cups of water. Boil that water in a pot. A stainless steel pot is what I recommend. And as it gets to a boil, put the 1 cup of chase tree and just stir, and then allow it to steep. Stir it for maybe about, you don't have to stir it the whole minute, but let it sit there while it's boiling, and then turn off the stove and let it steep for about maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes, where it's warm and ready to drink. You can strain it and put the rest in a glass jar, mason jar, what have you, not plastic. I would recommend, as much as we can live in this plastic world, avoid using water, putting your things in plastic as much as you can. I mean, we can't, some things we just, you can't avoid, but as much as you can, try to avoid the plastic. So put it in a glass. Even your water, even though they come, if you're buying water, try to put your water in maybe mason jars and drinking it from the mason jar. As much as you can, try to decrease the use of plastic, because that also affects the hormones in the body. Okay? Okay, so 4 cups of water, 1 cup of chase tree berry, and let it steep for about 40 minutes, and then strain it and put the rest in a bottle or wherever you can store it, so that you can drink it throughout the day, having at least 3 cups in a day. Okay? And and it's nasty. I don't even think I finished the whole 3 cups. I leave some for tomorrow. I'm like, I think that was a cup, whatever I drank. But God, I'm telling you, God has blessed me even when I'm like complaining about how the taste is. Okay, so we got that. And you can let it sit for 20 minutes. 20 minutes or up to 40, what have you. Okay, you strain it. I talked about that. And you pull it in a jar, which I talked about. Now, so that's one of the things that you will do every day. If you want to make an extra batch to carry on for 24 hours, that is fine as well. So you don't feel like you're doing it every day. Now, or you could do it the night before so that in the morning it's good. However your schedule allows you to be consistent to take care of your body so it doesn't feel like work and make it easy for you, then do it that way. Now, the next thing that you'll need to do every day is take lemon, the juice of 1 lemon. I use a whole lemon. You could do the half, but I use the whole lemon. And Blackstrap molasses. Put that in a cup. Try 2 tablespoons. You can't overdose on this, so add it to your benefit. So I use about maybe 2 tablespoons of that in a glass cup, and the lemon. You can also use powdered vitamin C as well. I like to use that if I had vitamin C here already in the house that I bought at the health food store, and I just use half a teaspoon and add it to that. So the vitamin C as well as the Blackstrap molasses gives it a better absorption. This helps. I did this 3 times a day. So do it 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Morning, noon, and evening. 3 times a day. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I had bad pain. The more changes I made, the less pain I felt, and consistently. So So this is the next thing you do. So remember the lemon and the blackstrap molasses. So you could do 2 tablespoons in a glass with the juice of lemon. I probably might sometimes do 4 in one setting, 4 tablespoons, you know. So that's the other thing. So we talked about that. So you'll need that. This is going to help you. Those 2 by itself is going to help you. Just those 2 by itself is going to help you. So now the addition, the things that add extra kick to it, is following the instructions on taking this. And what you'll do is this. I think I ran out of this. Yep, I did. So you'll squeeze this, put it on your hand, maybe at about a size of a nickel to a quarter, and rub it maybe on your neck or under your armpit or near your pelvic area or between your thighs. You can switch up the areas that you do it, and the instructions on how and when you would take it. And I think it's okay. If you're menstruating, if you still have your cycle, you'll begin 12 days after your first day of your menstrual flow. So it gives you the instructions on here. And again, you can find this at most health food store. I think Sprouts, if you have a Sprouts in your neighborhood. I can't remember if Whole Foods had this. And of course, you can get this also on their website as well. If you want to go with this brand, as well as Amazon as well. So you can find it on Amazon. So this is one you can add to your shopping list. And if you're, if you also menopausing as well, this also help balance your hormones. Okay. Now, last but not least, oh, it's not last. I might have one more step. So now this is what you can use. Castor oil. If you're from the islands and you have your own castor oil, you can use that. You don't have to use it where it's this color. I'm not used to this color. This is what I found in the store readily for me to get. My parents are from Haiti, so our castor oil is black, and those from Jamaica, I know their castor oil is black as well. You can still use that. You can still use that too. So now how you're going to do this, this is one way you can do it, is that you can put the castor oil on your body. So you can put it on your body. So this one I can demonstrate. You put it on your body. So act like you put it, when I say your body, I'm talking about your pelvic area where the fibroid is. And then you put that on there. This is to make it less messy. And then you put the towel on the area and let it sit there. And then you put the heating pad, which I have here, on the act as if this is the pelvic area, and then you put the castor oil, you rub it on there, and then you put the heat on this like that, the heating pad over the towel on the pelvic area. So that's one way. Another way that you can do that is also what was the other way that you can do it? You can actually put it on here and put this in some heat and then put it on your body. Okay, so that's another way. I do it the first way, and I'm not consistent with that, to be honest with you. I need to be more consistent with that. Don't follow me, guys. Okay, so that's another thing. And also you can do hot and cold treatment. You know, get a cold towel and a hot towel, not to where it burns you, and making sure that you could do a cold treatment with that. Or do a cold and hot shower treatment in the shower. And that is just to boost your immune system. The cold and hot would cause blood flow to the pelvic area, which you do with that towel. And you could do this as you have time to do that. And I didn't say, and for the castor oil that you put on your body with the heat, do it about 20 minutes, maybe once a day, twice if you have the time, but once a day is fine. And what you should avoid, soy. If you are a vegetarian, vegan will have you avoid soy because they are messing with the soy. And soy does have estrogen naturally in it, but there are other things that, because of GMO and all the things that they're doing with the soy product, it makes it unhealthy. So stay away from soy. For those who are meat eaters, stay away from chicken. I would say stay away from all meat, but chicken is also are injected with estrogen that is not even natural. So stay away from soy-based products. Stay away from chicken. I would recommend staying away from all meat. become a vegetarian, maybe just temporarily, if you want to do it temporarily, just so you can shrink your fibroids. Stay away from those items. Make sure you drink plenty of water, walk. Make sure you sleep at a decent hour, get enough rest. That can also trigger painful cycle as well. Not drinking enough water can trigger painful cycles as well. And I would just recommend eating a plant-based diet, eating more fruits, grains, nuts, and vegetables, staying away from products that can affect your hormones externally, and products that can affect your body hormones internally. Read is what I would say. And so this video was 20 minutes long, but I think it was worth the length so that you can learn all that you need to do and just monitor your body. And this is the result that I got, that I shared with you earlier. And with prayer and following these simple, it's really simple. It's really, really simple. If you're just more concerned about the pain than doing just the first two things I shared, and even doing this as well, will get you the benefits along with the other things that I mentioned and making lifestyle changes. So health comes with prayer and believing that God is able to heal through the things that He has made, as well as following the natural lifestyle changes and remedies. Until next time, this is Maricia Anglade giving you the tea on everything healthy. Bye for now.